Hello, everyone. Welcome to week 2. Congratulations on getting through week 1. And now let's look at what week 2 has in store for you. So we're going to be talking about adequacy versus equity. Um, um, it's an interesting conversation to have as you look at finances and really trying to find out what is equal or what is equitable to make sure that you're supporting students from all different backgrounds, socioeconomic status, ethnic status, just a lot that comes into play. So that's what the week is going to look like in your reading and conversations this week. So you'll get into a little bit of the conversation of local control formula funding, talk about what the Legislative Services Office looks at for a forecast for a budget, and then also get into looking about what's fair in spending on students. So with that, let's get to what this week is. If you're watching this, you'll have the instructor overview. The reading this week is in chapters 3 and 4 of your school finance. So chapter 3 gets into some of the challenges and opportunities in the budget for California. Then chapter 4 starts getting into the role of the chief business officer. Sometimes it's called the deputy superintendent or assistant superintendent of business services, but just looking at that role and what they oversee and do for a district and a budget for the district, and also allocating funds to schools. Then again, you've got the materials on the CD for the self-test, and then you're going to get into 2 articles, one from West Ed looking at, again, equity to adequacy, and then the other one is the California New School Funding Flexibility. Really on that, it's about a 36-page document. Know that you just need to read that introduction section on page 7 and 8 for that. And then the legislative analysis overview for California, and that was in 2014-15. It's a webinar, and you might have to download it when you click on that link, but just something to watch to give you a view of what's coming ahead. Then you have your learning module that will get more into California's history. And then we've got 2 discussion board questions, and they really are 2 separate questions to answer and give your response from your thoughts, your perspectives. And then remember that needs to be done by Thursday night, and then by Sunday night giving 2 responses to other peers in the class. The first question asks about looking at the single count single count of a student for determining funding. Then the other asks you to look at the components of what makes for fairness or equitable in spending on students. So those are the 2 discussion points. And then, as always, the reminder to look into that Christian message, looking into Luke 16, just being reflective of who we are in the world and what we should do with our resources. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to email, call, or text. If you do text, remind me that this is so-and-so from the class. And a little bit of a reminder for next week, in week 3, not this week, your first assignment is due, which is that interview with your principal to then do a presentation for your school in like a slides or PowerPoint. So make sure that you're getting that interview if you haven't already had it. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the discussion boards. Have a great week. God bless.